An absolutely huge game tonight with a win that would bring us within 2 points of Moy Villa. Objective achieved, and you chipped in with a hat-trick. How do you sum up the game?
It was perfect, really good game. Moy Villa were a serious team. We knew that they'd be a pretty good team in second place, and now we look really good on the table now, just 1 point behind them I think with a game in hand, so we're looking really good right now.
Talk us through your 3 goals.
They were all they were good. Now the second one, I can't even remember the first one now. The second one, it was a good finish. It's the right the keeper there. Third goal, if I was being honest, hit off my shin. But every goal counts, we'll take it. And
of course, Dan chipped in with 1. I don't know how you describe the finish because it was a little bit unorthodox. The stance he took to strike the ball.
Great goal. Well into the far corner, it was great. Seriously, better than all my 3 combined.
And the Danish branch of the Westport United International Supporters Club will be happy tonight after Jesper chipping in with the 5th.
Yeah, very good goal as well. Topped it off.
And the form of late has been excellent, really. 3 straight wins in this division, and the cup loss against Con Rangers, from what I've been told, you gave them a great game and somewhat unlucky.
Yeah, I thought we were unlucky. It was not a great pitch, it was bad weather, and yeah, we did well though. They were probably deserved to win in the end, Super League team. Yeah, they probably deserved to win, I think.
And looking ahead to your next game after this win tonight, I'm sure there'll be a bit more confidence within the squad now, and I don't think you're actually fair anyone at the moment.
No, we're going to drive on, hoping we can win every game, I think. I think we can go in. We could come first, second even, I think. Yeah, looking great.
So, Moy Villa, as we saw tonight, they had their dangerous moments. They could have got a goal or 2 more themselves, and they're a side that will stay competitive throughout the league.
Yeah, they're still there. The balance, like that last 1-2 minutes, they'll be back again. We look forward to playing them again anyway. That'll be a really, really tough game, bigger than this one there.
Many thanks. On Coronation Day today, United got the crown of a win. The crown of victory placed firmly upon your heads against a side in second place, which now is the gap down to 2 points with a game in hand. The Sun getting a hat-trick. How do you sum up that 90 minutes?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You were saving that one up all weekend, as I'd say. I thought it was really good. I know very few people were in Con Rangers last week. We got beaten in the Super Cup by Con Rangers 6-4. We scored 4 outstanding goals. In my view, we played some of the best football that this club has seen. We were outstanding in Con Rangers. We're so brave. But we got beaten by probably maybe a physically stronger team. You know, Con Rangers probably deserved to just tip the game, but we were excellent, and we continued that form into this game today. You know. The lads are playing with just such freedom, and the style of football that they're playing is really attractive on the eye, but yet there's a bite and there's a work rate that goes with that. And I think Kevin and Tony and Pat from the Super League team has instilled that in the overall junior setup, that it's no good being good footballers and technically capable if you don't add work rate into it. And we saw that out there today, what technical ability added with work rate can achieve. So, am I happy? Absolutely.
So, along with Ted's hat-trick, we know he could have got a couple more goals himself, but the finish from Dan O'Malley, the technique to it was a little bit unusual, I have to say.
Dan O'Malley, yeah, you would say it would be unusual if it was anybody else but Dan O'Malley, but Dan has the ability to improvise in the most unusual ways, and he will score. Watch it, throughout his career, he's going to score so many more goals just like that, because he has a brilliant improvisation in the box. He will do whatever it takes to get that ball across the line.
And of course, there was certainly joy in the Danish branch of the Westport United International Supporters Club tonight when Jesper got the 5th. I'm sure the bells are ringing in his local pub where they normally tune in to watch the live stream, as they've done over the years. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that.
Oh yeah, and Jasper's a great lad. Really great to have in our squad because he has experience now and he's passing that experience on to the younger players, which is really valuable. The same with Colin and with Brandon to a degree. That's what those lads need. They need the likes of Jasper out there showing them how. It just shows you how strong now this club is becoming when you think that we didn't start Jasper. Brandon wasn't here today. We didn't start Jack Dawson, and Jack is very, very close to starting on the team. And then the bench that we had, Sean Prenty didn't start today. We have so many players now to strengthen the team all along. So we're building all the time. So hopefully we can keep it going. I think Ballyglass got beaten by Ballyhonus this evening, which now means that we're 4 points behind the leaders with the game in hand. So it's up to us now whether or not we can continue at the upper end of the table. But it's exciting.
Watching Moy Villa this evening, I know we were so dominant against them, but there were spells of the game that they showed why their promotion challenges.
Absolutely, because they were quite dangerous on the break for the entire 90 minutes, and in the first half in particular they were very dangerous on the break. They're really good at switching the play, they're really good, and they have a few set moves from free kicks and corners worked out, and we were on our toes all the time. They're a good side.
So we'll park this game and look forward to your own next game.
Away to Kilmore, I think, which is a tough game, a tough place to go.
And I know from last year you had a really hard time with the C team, but with the performance the lads are putting in, I'd say they'll be a bit more ready for it this time.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to say is I'd like to thank again Kevin and Pat and Tony. The interest they're taking in this squad and the joint training sessions is really good, but also Super League team players down here this evening, and the support that we had was great, and thanks to yourself, Ken, for covering the game.
And I think the support here this evening was actually a best crowd this season.
yeah, probably. And it's great that when a crowd comes out to have a look, that the football is good and that we get a win. So happy days.
And whatever about this evening, another big game that we need to talk about, as we're trying to unite everyone together, is next Thursday night with the Super League team home to Castlebar Celtic in the Mayo Derby.
Yeah, Castlebar Celtic going very well. I know quite a few of the Castlebar lads from underage football, the likes of Mark Cunningham and Oran Groark and those guys. Paul Walsh, really good players, good lads, and it'll be a tough day for Westport. But our Super League team is growing in confidence and ability all the time, and we're a little bit behind Celtic possibly in our development, but we're going to catch, we're going to close that gap all the time, and it's going to be a humdinger of a game, I think. I believe we could be competitive in that game.
And have your message for the wider Westport United family, particularly supporters, in getting them to the game?
Yeah, I'm hoping that what people saw here today and what people are seeing in general is an improvement in the overall brand of football, that it's much smarter, faster, snappier, really good interplay, playing between the lines, and that it's enjoyable to watch. And I think if you come to one of the Westport games, I think you will have a good day out. So please come along. Please come on Thursday night to have a look at our Super League team. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
And I will be looking forward myself to seeing a good crowd here, the biggest crowd that the Super League team has seen in a while here at United Park, and they deserve a good following. They deserve to get the people back following them. Yeah. Whatever about the results, whatever about the transition of players, we still need to support. Yeah, just because we're not winning trophies like we were a few years ago, that doesn't mean that people should stop supporting them. We're all in it together, whether we win, whether we lose, whether we draw.
Absolutely, Kenneth, and I firmly believe we are rebuilding the junior side of the club, and it is going from strength to strength, and I can only see it going in one direction. So I would plead with the supporters, come along and help us with that building process.
Of course, and to be honest, I was at some of the junior trainings of late, and to be honest, when you see the bond between the two teams together, training together, it's great to see. It's so harmonious, and everyone just gets on, and everyone is working for each other, and the management is really doing everything to integrate everyone, and
it's brilliant.
It's so welcoming.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and everybody knows everybody. You now have a situation where you have a Super League team down here supporting us today. We will come along and support the Super League team on Thursday night, and that's the way it should be, a harmonious club all working together.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ken.